last Sunday, I said that on a Thursday night we will be studying the second coming of Jesus. And this is going to be a very simple week by week Bible study, but we will all need our Bibles. Can you read Numbers 23, verse 19?
خدا انسان نیست که دروغ گوید و نه بنی آدم که از تصمیم خود منصرف شود. آیا او سخنی گفته که بدان عمل نکرده باشد یا کلامی بر زبان آورده که به انجام نرسانده باشد؟
Okay, thank you. Violet, you want to read that then?
God is not a man, so he does not lie. He is not human, so he does not change his mind. Has he ever spoken and failed to act? Has he ever promised and not carried through?
So this is a basic for Christianity. God does not lie. God does not promise and then change his mind. If he promises, he does it. You can depend on God. He doesn't trick us in any way, and that's very different from a lot of other religions and very different from what people think about God. But God can be trusted. And if God has spoken, that's it. You can depend upon it totally. And can you turn to Cameron? Turn to John's Gospel, chapter 14.
عیسی تنها راه به سوی پدر. دل شما مضطرب نباشد. به خدا ایمان داشته باشید. به من نیز ایمان داشته باشید. در خانه پدر من منزل بسیار است وگرنه به شما میگفتم میروم تا مکانی برای شما آماده کنم. نمبر 3. و آنگاه که رفتم و مکانی برای شما آماده کردم باز می آیم و شما را نزد خود میبرم تا آنجا که من هستم شما نیز باشید.
So those are the words of Jesus, and Violet's going to read them now in English.
Don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. There is more than enough room in my Father's home. If this were not so, would I have told you that I'm going to prepare a place for you? When everything is ready, I will come and get you, so that you'll always be with me where I am.
So these are the key verses for this week. And in verse 1, Violet read there, don't let your hearts be troubled. Trust in God and trust also in me. And Jesus knows that sometimes as humans, we worry, we get worried and frightened. But Jesus says, don't let your hearts be troubled. Don't worry. Don't get troubled on the inside. And then he says, trust in God, also trust in me. And we're back to what we said earlier, that this is the basic for Christianity. Trust God. We trust God. And in verse 2, he said, there's more than enough room in my Father's home. If it were not so, would I not have told you that I am going to prepare a place for you? And Jesus spoke these words because after the resurrection, he rose back up into heaven. Does everybody understand that?
Yes.
In English, we call that the ascension.
Yeah.
But Jesus says, I'm going back into heaven and I'm going to get everything ready for you, all the Christians. He's going to get ready for us. And this is like when you've got a friend coming to stay or you've got someone coming to have a meal, you get ready. You clean the room, you get ready for them to come. And this is what Jesus and the angels are doing. They're getting ready for the Christians to come. But notice that Jesus says there's more than enough room. And actually, God is always more than enough. Who would want a God who can't cope? Now, we've got a God who can absolutely cope. He's always more than enough. And verse 3, when everything is ready, I will come and get you, so that you will be with me always where I am. And Jesus says he's going to come back for us. And that's important. We don't just die, and an angel doesn't come for us. Jesus is going to come and collect us. And that's going to be fantastic. I don't know how that's going to work, but it's going to be absolutely fantastic. Jesus will come and get us. And what was the final thing that Jesus promised there?
going there to make everything ready for everyone.
And he
He
says,
will back.
he says, you will always be with me where I am. We will be with Jesus, wherever he is, at all times.
We're gonna
And then we're going to see that in the second. That's quite exciting, a part of the second coming. So I'm going to keep these studies very short, like I've done tonight on a Thursday. But to summarize tonight's study, God, Jesus, never lies. He never changes his mind. And if he says something, he's going to do it. We can trust him. And when Jesus went back up into heaven, he's there getting ready for all those that believe in him. And don't forget, God is not limited. He's always more than enough, always more than we need. And Jesus promised that he will come back. So he will come back. He's promised he will do it. And if he said he's going to do it, he will do it. So Jesus is going to come back. And I think it looks like he could come back any day, to be honest. And Jesus has promised it, and therefore he will do it. Now, next week, we're going to start looking at what the Bible says will happen at the second coming, what to expect, and how we should live. But for now, I'm going to give you some homework. Read Matthew's Gospel, chapter 24 and 25. And that's the basis of our study. Matthew chapter 24, 25. Okay?
Plenty of time in lockdown.
Lots of time in lockdown, Cameron.
Matthew 20.
Okay?
Talking on the radio, please call the fire department. Child talking on the radio, please call the fire department.
Now, as we bring out our new product for this fall season, we are anticipating a 90% jump